Modern fitness prioritizes aesthetics, centering on climate-controlled gyms, digital apps, and engineered supplements. Peeling back the layer of luxury reveals a far more violent origin story. Historically, physical training meant survival or death. Long before the existence of gyms, warriors reverse-engineered human movement to build deadlier soldiers. They designed specific punishing drills to increase speed, power, and durability under the threat of combat. Everyday gym-goers repeating these basic routines today are practicing the ancient mechanics of war. Combat survival begins with a fortified structural base. Every offensive and defensive engagement is built from the ground up. In antiquity, the deep squat was a mandatory posture for daily life and constant physical readiness. Ancient Spartan warriors relied on these deep positions to lock their shields into an impenetrable wall. Braced legs provided the balance necessary to survive the impact of a charging enemy during hand-to-hand clashes. This correlation between leg strength and survival persists in modern military conditioning, serving as a non-negotiable requirement for physical readiness. Tactical movement also requires mobility. The bear crawl provides a lethal advantage, allowing a warrior to navigate rough terrain while remaining a difficult target. Crawling drills force the core to stabilize and develop total body coordination. These movements allow a soldier to close the distance silently and explode into a sprint without depleting their central nervous system. Because the biomechanics of this movement are functionally perfect, crawling through mud and under obstacles remains a staple of elite special forces training today. Without a fortified lower body and the ability to move undetected, a warrior rarely survives long enough to draw a weapon. Upper body conditioning transforms the arms and shoulders into a primary engine for delivering lethal force. The Persian mace swing prepares the body for heavy weapon combat. These wooden meals are massive, top-heavy, and intentionally unbalanced. Controlling this awkward mass generates extreme rotational power. Forcing the torso to stabilize an off-center weight builds endurance deep within the shoulder joints and connective tissues. These mechanics translate directly to the battlefield, providing the stamina required to swing a heavy sword for hours without failure. Rope climbing is a foundational mechanic of siege warfare. Historically, soldiers used vertical climbs to scale walls, ships, and fortifications using pure upper body tension. Ancient armies and modern special forces utilize rope ascents to build raw strength and endurance. This training demands the ability to haul one's own body weight without mechanical assistance. Grip strength served as the ultimate historical indicator of combat readiness. If a warrior's sword was lost or broken, their hands became the final tool for survival in the struggle. Beyond muscular mechanics, survival requires a hardened nervous system. Extreme endurance acts as a psychological shield against the instinct to panic. True resilience is found at the point where the body begins to break down. Survival running demands a high physiological threshold. Ancient messengers and scouts covered enormous distances while carrying the weight of weapons, armor, and supplies. Historical records of marathon distance travel illustrate the physiological limits pushed by early military campaigns. Soldiers often sprinted into combat only after their bodies were already fully depleted. Spartan youths developed profound pain tolerance through years of intentional hardship. They ran barefoot over jagged terrain and trained in extreme weather to ensure the body remained operational under any condition. This conditioning forged an unbreakable psychological state. By training under constant physical pressure, these warriors ensured the mind would not break before the body did. Human biomechanics have remained unchanged despite thousands of years of technological progress. Squatting, swinging, and crawling remain the gold standard for functional strength today because they address the fundamental requirements of human performance. These methods endured because they were tested in the most unforgiving environment imaginable. The reality of war. Every repetition in a modern workout is a direct connection to these historical survival mechanics. Modern exercise represents an echo of the exact movements that once determined who lived and who died on the battlefield.